In this video, I'm going to show you guys exactly how I edited this video. And first I'm starting off with replicating the words that I was saying here because I wanted to put an emphasis on them. So I'm literally reiterating exactly what I said, and I'm putting them in bold font, trying to find a aesthetic place for them. So I'm just typing it out, playing around with the fonts, having fun with it, and trying to see how exactly I want to position them and what aesthetic I want to bring to the video. This is my favorite part about video editing because I get to play with the color and the font of text, which I really enjoy because that's just my favorite part. Whenever I really want to emphasize a point that I'm making, I go ahead and do this, and I am doing this a few times in this video. This is one of my favorite videos that I have ever filmed because it emphasizes the importance of the individual's introspective journey as they heal and move through the world as an individual, unbiased from any outside opinion, and healing, claiming their birthright. It's just like the most important thing. So this is one of my favorite videos that I've ever made. And here I'm emphasizing the importance of destiny and exactly what destiny is. So destiny is a timeline. It's a timeline that you can tap into. And this brings up the important point of free will versus destiny or fate. And my answer to this question that is commonly asked is that we have both playing out at the same time all of the time. So we have free will and we also have destiny, which is which is overarching. Free will is within our destiny. So we get to make choices every single day, but destiny precedes all choices because destiny is karma. So how to tap into your destiny timeline is to exist with such self-acceptance and self-love the way our Creator sees us, and to know that what you are doing in this life is both productive and correct karmically. So this means that we operate via God's will, not via our will. So we must be super tapped into divine consciousness in order to be able to understand what this is for our life specifically. So here again, I am playing around with the font and the text, taking forever to decide on how I wanted to distribute these words, and I finally settled. So yeah, let's just speed that up. I decided on a minimalistic but fancy font, and I wanted the words timeline and destiny to stand out. So that is exactly what I made happen. I think it was Zighead for timeline, and then for the word destiny, I used an all block letter font. I think it was Resolve, which you can find in CapCut, by the way. That's the interface I'm using to edit this video. And I played around with some emojis and spent way too long on this section. Next, what you have to do is you have to trim the text so that it all stops at a certain keyframe. I also wanted to include some pop noises so that every time the text came in, there would be a pop, and that's exactly what I did. You just go to sounds and then you search pop, and you can play around with the different audios and see which one you like the best. It does take a lot of patience to do this. I must admit, you have to be quite invested in your video, but it was a lot of fun. So now I'm just scanning the frames. I always rewatch the same video a few times over just to correct any mistakes in the captions and also in the keyframes to make sure that it's chopped up nicely and seamless so that it's not boring for people who watch it. I don't know about you, but when somebody takes way too long to get to the point, I usually stop watching. So I'm trying to make sure that doesn't happen with my video. And I know that there are some content creators that just let it flow, and sometimes I do that, but it really depends on the video and the energetics of the specific video. So here again, I'm just correcting the captions, making sure that they are correct and emphasizing exactly what I want to say. Again, doing a rescan of my video. Yes, it is time consuming. Yes, it does take a lot of work. And yes, I'm a perfectionist, so no, I cannot have anybody else edit my videos. It has to be me. And I have to make sure that I'm getting my point across in a way that I approve of. So again, just doing some more scanning and scanning of the captions specifically. And this video was around 20 minutes long, so I did this for 20 minutes. I will spare you the boring details. But essentially, after a little while, we get to the end of the video where I'm pitching my offer. That's super important if you're a coach, or if you are in the content creator space and you wish to coach people, or you have an offer that you want to point your YouTube audience back towards. You want to make sure to include that somewhere in your video. I usually include it towards the end of my video. But here I'm just chopping the end of the video to make sure it doesn't look awkward when I close out the video. But yes, you can definitely pitch your offer in the beginning. I'm sure that that would be more profitable for me if I were to do that. But I just get so caught up in the actual topic of the video that usually I don't pitch my offer until the very end. So again, I'm just making sure, as you can see, I'm extremely detail oriented and insane. I'm just making sure that the video is ending at a place that I want it to end so that the keyframe doesn't look awkward. And I'm just doing some finalizing touches, going over everything, making sure that the entire clip is ready to be exported and cutting out any awkward gaps. Again, I go through one video a few times before I upload it, so it does take quite a bit of time. And here I'm asking ChatGPT how to do slow zoom in on a frame because I didn't know how to do it in CapCut. So it told me exactly what to do. So I went ahead and included a few keyframes just to make sure that that slow zoom happens towards the end of the video when I'm trying to emphasize a point. And that's exactly what I made happen. And I was super proud of myself because I've never done this before. I really like the way that it looks. And yeah, you just hit export when you're done. Thanks for watching.